Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare। मैं सर्वप्रथम अपने परम आराध्य गुरुदेव नित्य लीला विष्णु विष्णुपाद आस्तु का शिष्य भक्ति विधान नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज जी के चरणों में अनंत कोटि दंड अर्पित करता हूँ। उस तत्पश्चात उपस्थित वैष्णव के चरणों में मेरा यथायथ दंडवत प्रणाम। I have been giving class on Srimad Bhagavad-gita since 5-6 days. My name is Ramchandra Prabhu. You must be knowing it. They introduced me like this. I have come from Delhi temple. There is temple in Delhi. I want to say that these Bhagavad-gita classes, based on this book, it is written, translated by our Gurudev from Sanskrit to Hindi. Here is our Gurudev. Let us pay our obeisances to Gurudev. He translated this book in English, in Sanskrit to Hindi. And from Hindi it was translated in English. And I have made some notes from that translation. In this book, there is commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad and Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And I have given this class, I told you, in Delhi temple, in continuation, 10 days one time and 10 days another time. The whole Bhagavad-gita composite class based on these books, commentaries. Again I gave this class somewhere else also. And now I am giving these classes here. I am repeating it because every time when I am giving these classes, I myself am feeling some new feelings, new things. This spiritual world, Bhagavad-gita is spiritual. It is new, always new. Anytime I tell this story, that once I went to England and there was a seminar of different philosophers. I attended that seminar and one person, he was Britisher, he became my little bit close, friendly close. He was British philosopher, not he was Krishna Bhakta. He invited me in his house, and when I went to his house, I saw that he had a room, and in that room there was a big table. In that table there was a stack of books, and all were philosophy books. And when I went through, and on the top of the all books, this Bhagavad-gita, one Bhagavad-gita was there. And I did like, oh. He said, what happened? Look, our Srimad Bhagavad-gita is the crown of all the philosophies. He did not like my statement. He shrugged his shoulders like this. Again he called me after a week to his house. And this time I saw that Bhagavad-gita was no more on the top. And I went through all the way and I saw Bhagavad-gita was placed on the bottom. And again I clapped. He said, now what happened? He said, look, our Srimad Bhagavad-gita is the basis of all the philosophies and scriptures. Basis. And then again he called after 3 days to me, and I knew why he is coming. And again I saw Bhagavad-gita it was neither on the bottom nor on the top. It was somewhere in the between. Again I clapped. He said, now what happened this time? He said, look, Srimad Bhagavad-gita is the heart of all the scriptures. And then he said, what is in your Srimad Bhagavad-gita? And that is the point to know. What is in Srimad Bhagavad-gita? Srimad Bhagavad-gita tells us karma theory. It gives us a spot right. Why should we work? Why should we do action? What is the purpose of karma? Why do we live? Another day I was giving a class. I think yesterday it was in the noon time. Once, when I was in college, one of my young friend died in college. And in condolence meeting, an English professor, he spoke one sentence. This shows how short is life from womb to tomb. My young friend died, and his statement was very appealing to my heart. This shows how short is life from womb to tomb. Do we live for this purpose? To die from womb to tomb? Once I wrote one poem. The life is not from womb to tomb. आज मैं रो भर भर आंसू मेरी गुरु से बात हुई है मुझ सोते को खूब चिताया जैसे ही मुलाकात हुई. The poem is in Hindi, so I can't say it in English, but I will give the gist. क्या जीना इसको कहते हैं मर मर कर जिसमें जीते हैं ऐश परस्ती और आराम कीर्ति कंचन जानो काम रुग्ण दीन और जीर्ण बनकर मर मर के हम जीते हैं जख्म सैकड़ों दिल पे खाकर जख्मों से ही सीते हैं किस मकसद से हम जीते हैं बस खाते हैं और पीते हैं. Why do we live? What is the purpose of our life? Just to eat, drink and then wait for death. What is the purpose of life? Wait for death. This is very important. Today is birthday of Ramchandra. Don't think it is my birthday. But today is birthday of one of the leading Acharya, Ramchandra Prabhu. His name was Ramchandra Prabhu. He was very elevated devotee, very elevated. So much that one of our poets, his name was Narottam Das Thakur. He is praying. Narottam Das Thakur is praying. Ramchandra Sang Mange Narottam Das. Oh, I am Narottam Das, I want association of Ramchandra Das. Along with Bhagavad-gita, I want to tell you something about Ramchandra Das Kaviraj also. It attached to our Bhagavad-gita. किस मकसद से हम जीते हैं बस खाते हैं और पीते हैं. Why do we live? Just eat, drink and be merry and then die and then rebirth and then die and rebirth. He was hardly 23, 24 years old, Ramchandra Prabhu. And he got married. When he got married, he was going from his marriage procession, taking his bride in a palanquin. He was going. When he was going, the palanquin was carried by 4 persons. They are known as kahar. We call them kahar. They felt thirsty and they put that palanquin down and went to drink water. Just near to that palanquin there was a tree, and very elevated Acharya in our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Gaudiya Parampara. His name is Srinivasacharya. He was sitting with his 2-3 disciples, and he was looking at the palanquin, the boy and the bride, bridegroom and bride. He was saying his disciple, "Look, foolish boy. Such a beautiful, good looking, and he is thinking that he is doing such a nice job in his life. Nice, successful person. But he does not know he is a carrying serpent on his neck. He will not embrace wife, he will embrace serpent." And this boy heard from palanquin this thing. He jumped out. He came to Maharaj, "What are you talking?" Maharaj said, "Are you ready to hear it?" "Yes, Maharaj." "You think that you will have a very beautiful, good life with this wife. But in fact, the thing which is so beautiful, apparently it is nothing but a snake. You are going to embrace a snake." "Really?" "Yes." Are you this body or soul? Tell me." He started thinking, "Oh yes, I am not this body, I am soul." Now, whatever you will do with your wife, is it your activity of soul or your body? He says, "Oh, that is a body activity." So you are going to embrace and engross in bodily activity now. Your bodily senses will involve in your life, and your identity that you are a soul will go more and more and more depleted. You forget. You will go away from your own self. Now tell me. He said, "Oh, I never thought it." Meanwhile, after drinking water, that kahar came, those who were carrying the palanquin. He said to kahar, "Take this palanquin back to her house." "I will not go back to my house. I will live with him." And he started living with his guru. 2, 3, 4 days passed, and that woman, she was crying. Then her parents and her in-laws, they came to that Mahatma, Srinivasacharya. "What you did, my son? You took him away from the डोली से ही बाहर खींच के ले आए." "No, I did not do anything. He came off his own." The Guru is saying, "I did not do anything. He came off his own. If he wants, let him go. I don't mind." He called, "Ramchandra, you go back. They are calling, you go." He went. He went to his house. He stayed with his wife 1 or 2 nights. And in this 1 and 2 nights, whole night he was talking about his whole day. He said this thing, he said this thing, he said this thing, I did this thing, I did this, found that he was so much involved with his Guru and Guru's instruction that if I will force him to live with me, it will be bad for him. And then he said to her husband, she said to her husband, your real house is your Gurudev's house, not his house. Earlier I was weeping and crying, now you see I will never cry, you go. And then he went. This was Ramchandra Kaviraj. And he became fully dedicated devotee. Once he went to his brother's house, cousin. He was devotee of Durga Devi, that cousin. Something Durga, his name was like that.
Durgada.
Eh?
Durgada.
Durgada. Durgada. His name was Durgada. He came to his house, Ramchandra, and said, hey Durgada, why are you wasting your time in worshipping of Durga Devi? She is potency of Lord. She is potency of Krishna. You worship Krishna. She will be pleased automatically. You don't need to worship Durga Devi separately. Oh no, I am a staunch devotee of Durga. I cannot leave her. Up, you are wasting your life. He stayed there with his cousin whole night. In the morning he got up. He came out of the house and he was just feeling relaxed, and he saw that his brother had a very beautiful garden. And very, very colorful, beautiful flowers were there. Very picturesque scene. He said, oh, these are such a sublime flowers. They are meant for my Lord. And in his mind, he plucked all the flowers and offered it to Krishna. In his mind. All the flowers he took of the garden and he offered them to Krishna. Then afterward, this Durga, this came, his cousin came. He plucked some flowers to worship Durga Devi, and he put those flowers at the feet of Durga Devi, and as he was going to put those flowers at her feet, Durga Devi came from that murti, statue. Oh, what are you doing? Don't give it to my feet, give it to my hand. They are already been offered to my Lord. Durga Devi said this thing, and she took those flowers in her hand instead of feet. But he couldn't realize it. He did not understand what is happening. Then he fell sick and he prayed to Durga Devi, please save me. But he was deteriorating, his health was deteriorating. And finally, again Ramchandra Prabhu went to his house. Durga, you are wasting your life. Now your Durga Devi is not helping you. Listen me and take shelter of Krishna. Okay, now I am dying. I have prayed to Durga Devi. She has not helped me. Let us see. Give me initiation. Then this Ramchandra Prabhu, he gave Harinam and initiation to this person and said, now your name is Govindaji. He changed his name. His name became Govindaji. The moment his name became Govindaji and he chanted around Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, the whole disease went away. He was cured. He was okay. And then he became very strong devotee of Krishna, this Govindaji. And he wrote many, many bhajans for Krishna. One of his bhajans is very renowned bhajan, very famous. It says, and we should make that bhajan our heart and soul. Bhajahu re man Shri Nanda Nandan Abhaya Charnar Vindave. Hey my mind, Mr. Mind, instructing his own mind. Bhajahu re man Shri Nanda Nandan. You should always do bhajan of son of Nanda, not even son of Vasudeva. Son of Vasudeva lives in Dwarka and son of Nanda lives in Vrindavan. You should worship Bhajahu Reman Shri Nanda. Why? His lotus feet gives you fearlessness. Abhay Charna Arvindade. His feet are lotus feet and they will give you Abhay. Abhay means fearlessness. So please take shelter of. And we always sing this bhajan in our assembly. Most of the time we sing. So they all teach us strong devotion for Krishna. Now Krishna is teaching us the same thing in Bhagavad-gita, 9th chapter we are studying. What he is saying? Maya pratam idam sarva jagat avyakt murtima mat sthani sarvabhutani na cha aham tesham avasthita. There are two verses. Two. The whole universe is pervaded by my unmanifested form. Please listen carefully. There is a very big problem. What is the problem? I will tell you and you have to understand it. It is Bhagavad-gita. It needs your heart, mind, soul and attention. Intelligence also. Concentrate. बड़े ध्यान से सुनिए. मुझको आपकी दो चीजें चाहिए, ध्यान और कान. तभी ये चीजें समझ आएंगी. Then only you will be able to understand. ध्यान और कान. मेरी अव्यक्त मूर्ति द्वारा यह जगत व्याप्त है तथा समस्त भूत मुझ में है किंतु मैं उनमें नहीं. The whole universe is pervaded by my unmanifested form, which is beyond material sense perception. All living beings are situated in me, but I am not in them. Very strange. The whole world is in him and he is not in them. Then how it is possible? And then the next sentence, next verse, he says, Nacha matisthani bhutani pashyame yogmeshwaram bhut vrindacha bhutasto matma bhut bhavana. What he is saying? All that is created also does not actually exist in me. In previous verse he is saying the whole universe is in me. And now he is saying all whatever is this material universe, whatever you see, does not exist in me. Actually does not exist in me. Just see my supernatural mystic opulence. Although I support and maintain the entire universe, material universe, I myself am not situated in it. The whole universe is in me, but I am not in universe. Or one way, nothing is in me. I maintain the whole universe, still I am away from this universe. It's something like this. I am in water, but I am not wet. I am in fire, but I am not hot. Many people say, Prabhuji, this whole universe is Krishna himself, God himself. This is creation of God. This is transformation of God. Look, I have a son. Who is this son? This is also God. So let me love my son. This is God. It is given by God. It is God himself. Because the whole world is created by God. Created in God. So, any material in this world that is by God, from God, and for God. So let me love my child, my family. Whole universe is God. But Krishna is now telling us very, very strange thing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained this thing. You know, there is one philosophy which was propagated by Shankaracharya. I am telling very difficult things to be understood. Very difficult things. But these are philosophical things of Srimad Bhagavad-gita. Please, what should I say? Bear with me. आगे आओ ना. Please try to understand. प्रश्न ये उठता है कि भगवान का रूप है कि नहीं है. 99% कह देते हैं भगवान का रूप नहीं है. Lord is formless. He does not have any form. What is Krishna? Just imaginary form. He cannot be God. He came and went away. If you go into Dwarka, they will say he died and they buried him here. But it was not so. Krishna is eternal. So, some people say God is formless, some people say God has form. The theory of Shankaracharya, it says that God has no form. Rather, their theory is very, very typical. What is the typical? That they say this universe also does not exist. There is only a formless existence that is known as Brahma. That's all. ये सब कुछ क्या है? एक निराकार, निरंजन, निर्विशेष ब्रह्म. This whole world is nothing, but it is formless, attributeless, qualityless, and powerless, without potency, formless Brahma. But those who are Shankaracharya followers, they are known as Mayavadis, Advaitavadis. Vaishnava do not follow it. There is a question that who made this world? दुनिया किसने बनाई? So let us not talk about Krishna yet. Who made this world? God made this world. Okay. From which material he made the world? And from where he got this material? Which shop he purchased the material to make this world? But nothing is beyond him. Everything is in him. So the material also he brought from him. That means that this material world is made by God from his own from his own body, from his own part and parcel. But this world is perishable. This world is decay. This world decays. This world has pain. This world has problems. This means the part and parcel of God from which he made this world is also perishable. It decays. It has these bad qualities. Whatever we see bad things in this universe means if it is part and parcel of the Lord, those all bad things also exist in Lord, in Supreme. But Krishna is saying no. It is not so. Why? Though this world is created by me, maintained by me, fed by me, but still I am not in it. I am not in it. Very, very beautifully Krishna is telling. Then who made this world? My Maya. See my Aishwarya, the opulence of my Maya. Maya has created this world. So Maya is, please understand, Maya is Krishna's, and Krishna has Maya. Maya means?
Illusion.
So we will not say here illusion. Maya means potency. What is Maya? Potency. भगवान की शक्ति है, शक्ति से भगवान कार्य करते हैं। भगवान खुद कुछ नहीं करते, किससे काम करवाते हैं? शक्ति से काम करवाते हैं। एक अमीर घर में इंडिया में चले जाओ, घरवाली कभी भी कोई काम नहीं करती, 10 नौकरानियां चारों ओर घूमती। Even a rich person in India, if you see, there are so many servants that don't do any work themselves. Even if they have to drink water, oh Mandu, bring one glass of water. No one even goes and takes water himself. Why? They are rich, they have so many servants. Similarly, Lord does not do any work. Our Gurudev used to say many times that he is totally useless. He does not do any work. And I used to say, Gurudev, me and Lord are same. I also don't do any work. I am also useless. Once I told Gurudev, I am very much nikamma. Nikamma means who does not do anything. Your all disciples, they can cook, they can do so much good shingar, like you see our Puneet has done. And so many devotees, they are cooking from morning to Grastas are cooking, Jains are cooking. Today, cooking was done by a president of our society and treasurer of our society. They cooked. So she will be. And I said, Gurudev, I never did anything. Gurudev was smiling. I said, Gurudev, once I wrote a article when I was young, and in that article I wrote that I want with all my might and my endeavor, with all my might and endeavor, I want to do nothing. This was my desire. So Krishna does nothing, but everything is done for him by his potency. So his potency, it has many facets, aspects and faces, because Krishna has millions of desires and it fulfills his millions of desires in millions ways. So our sages has described that potency in 3 forms. Krishna's potency is working in a 3 way. One potency which lives with Krishna in him, close to him, just touching him. We may say totally embraced with Krishna. He is Savrup Shakti. Savrup Shakti means the Shakti, the potency which lives with his own form. Internal potency which lives with him. One potency which lives away from him. So his same potency are doing 2 things. One potency which lives with him and one potency which lives away from him. The away from him potency known as external potency, and the potency live with him is known as internal potency. And there is one potency which is in between of both. That is known as marginal potency. समझ आ रही है क्यों मैं कह रहा हूँ? Are you able to understand something? It is very interesting thing if you get it, you will have conception clear whole of your life. So Krishna, he is performing his all the activities by his potency, and this potency is working in three things. Like when we switch on our fan, number 1, number 2, number 3. In 3 it is fastest, 2 less, 1 very less. So the potency which works away from Lord is known as external potency. That external potency makes this universe. And the potency which lives with Krishna directly, that is internal potency. And that internal potency, she becomes a very beautiful girl, and she always stands on his left hand. And who is she? She is Radharani. So Radharani always, internal potency lives with him. And the potency which lives away from him is known as Mahamaya. And the governess of that Mahamaya is Durga Devi, which lives away from. You have never seen Krishna standing with? Have you ever seen any photo with the Durga Devi? No. Durga Devi is also potency of Krishna, and she is doing everything on the instruction of Krishna, but she stays away. And in between, there is a potency with millions of living entities. You know, Jivatma. We are living entities. Infinite number of living entities. We are created in between. So some living entities, they go to external potency, and some living entities go to internal potencies. Those who come to internal potencies, they are known as liberated souls. And those who go to the external potency, they are Mr. Ramchandra Das. This Ramchandra. Not that Ramchandra Das whose birthday is today. What is his name? Ramchandra Prabhu. Conditioned soul. Why? This external potency made us conditioned. So this universe which perishes, which destroys, which decays, which has pains, which has trouble, which has disturbance, is created by external potency of Lord. From where she got the material, she gets the material also from herself, within herself. So though this material is created by that potency, and that potency is working on the instruction of Krishna himself, but still it is away from the Krishna, just like, समझना इस चीज को। सूरज यहाँ से कितने मिलियन माइल्स दूर है? सन, how many millions miles it is away from here? It's there.
How many miles away is the sun?
Many miles, many millions of miles. I am not talking about to know how many miles, but many miles. But it is spread in the whole universe through its rays. जो इसकी किरणें निकलती हैं, उस किरणों से सूरज सारे यूनिवर्स में व्याप्त है. And it is doing all the function in all universes through its rays. And if it wants, it can create rain. If it wants, it can create storms. If it wants, it can create drought. If it wants, the sun can do anything. But for this, he does not come himself. How does he do? Through his rays. Now the rays are coming here on the earth and touching stools and dirty things. Touching. But by touching those stools and dirty things, sun is not getting spoiled or contaminated. Sun is there. Similarly, if Maya is creating something which is perishable, which decays, which has pain, it does not touch the Supreme, because it is done by his potency, which is external. When sun is touching the stool through its rays, he is not getting spoiled, and that stool becomes manure. अरे गंदगी खाद बन जाती है, कमाल की बात है। तो देखो, सूरज के स्पर्श करने से गंदगी क्या बन गई? खाद इसी तरह से भगवान कह रहे हैं, इस चीज को कह रहे हैं बड़े सुंदर रूप से, ईश्वर प्रकृति में अधिष्ठित रहने पर भी प्रकृति के गुणों से लिप्त नहीं होता। सो कृष्णा इज देयर in the material potency also, in the form of in his diluted form. Krishna is saying, I am present in this material world as my unmanifested form. And my manifested form as Krishna is always in Golok, Vrindavan. We have to understand this point. मैंने कहा कि सारे लोग, सारा जहां, समस्त भूत मुझ में स्थित हैं। इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो मेरे इस शुद्ध स्वरूप में स्थित हैं। मेरी माया शक्ति का जो प्रभाव है उसके कारण समस्त भूतों में, बोलो श्री राधा गोविंद की जय। तो भगवान यहाँ कह रहे हैं कि सारी दुनिया मेरे में है पर मेरे स्वरूप में नहीं है, मेरे अव्यक्त स्वरूप में है। तो कृष्ण के रूप में उनका निजी स्वरूप है और एक उनका निराकार ब्रह्म स्वरूप है जिसमें ये दुनिया मौजूद है। So Krishna is saying that this whole universe is present in his unmanifested form, not in his real form. And my real form is which is standing in front of you. This Krishna, this is real form. I am not living in this form in this world. Very good example Krishna is giving here. What he is saying? See, sky and air. Tell me, is sky is in air or air is in sky?
Air in sky.
What will you say? Who is in it? Who is in what? Air is in sky. But when air moves, does the sky move? The sky doesn't move. When air becomes hot, does the sky become hot? Though air is in sky, but sky is not affected by the qualities of air. When in this material world, this sky and air are together without affected to each other, then if it happens with the Supreme, then what harm is it? It can happen. समझ आ रही बात? Anyway, let us go fast now, little bit. I wanted to finish this. Again Krishna is saying, Maya adakshen prakriti suite sacharacharam hetum anen konte jagat विपरिवर्तते। हे कौनते मेरी अध्यक्षता में बहिरंगा प्रकृति या माया चर अचर सहित सर्वस्व जगत को प्रसव करती है। अर्जुन लिसन, इन माई अध्यक्षता, what do you call अध्यक्षता? That in my presidency, in my control, my nature, my potency, Maya, she creates this material world. So, though it is created by material potency, but because she is creating by taking power from me, so who is the ultimate cause of this world? Maya is creating, but Maya is not the cause of this world. Because she is creating on my instruction and also taking potency from me. So, she is the creator of, I am the creator of this world. Avajananti mam mola manushim tanum ashritam param bhavam ajananto mam bhut maheshwaram. Very, very interesting point Krishna is speaking here. Really, if we want to understand we have to read all these things, and if we want to make others understand, we should also tell all these things to everyone. I have made notes in Hindi, but I am taking shelter of this English book also. Krishna is saying, fool. Lord is saying fools. To whom he is saying fool? Avadananti mam muda. Muda means fool. Fool like donkey. What is the quality of donkey? What type of fool are they? Once upon a time, there was a donkey of a washerman. You know what you call washerman in? You don't have washerman here nowadays. The system is laundry system. And we carry the clothes to the laundry. So those who carry the clothes to the laundries are known as donkeys. So nowadays donkeys are changed. In India still there are washermen, they carry their clothes. Putting the clothes on donkeys. Very heavy load. And then beating donkey, not giving full food. Donkey was bleeding. So another friend of that donkey came and said, "Oh my friend, what are you doing? Why are you doing service to this washerman? He's a cruel man. Come with me. You know, just 5 kilometers away from there is a river, and just next to river is very cool grass is there. We will eat grass. No one is going to check us, and we will drink water." This donkey says, "Okay, let me think." After 2-3 days, he was beaten more, but he did not come. "Why don't you come?" "Oh, let me think." After 2-3 days, again, then finally his friend said, "You have to tell me, why are not you coming? Why are you accepting all these atrocities of this washerman and not coming with me?" He said, it is personal reason. What is personal reason? You know, this washerman has a very beautiful wife. And one day, this daughter, when she was heating the clothes to clean, some clothes were burned. And washerman scolded and chastised his daughter. "You nonsense, you have burned these clothes. If next time you will burn, I will get you married to this donkey." So, I am waiting for her. What waiting for? That she may again burn the clothes and I will get married to her. Will it be possible? So Gurudev also used to give another story which I cannot tell here. This is the whole world is doing it. We are having one expectation and hope. Now I will get it. Now I will get it. Now I will get it. We never get it. बढ़ जाती हैं परेशानियां हर पल के आने से, फिर भी इंतजार है अगले पल का. Every moment brings more disturbance in our life, but still we wait for next moment. What next moment is going to do? It makes us old. So they say Moda means like donkey, foolish like donkey. Fool whose intelligence is bewildered by illusion, disrespect me when I appear on this universe. They think I am ordinary human being. Why they are illusion? Because they think I am ordinary human being. They do not understand my supreme nature as Lord, being Lord of everyone. They don't understand it. Avadananti mamamura manashim tanam ashritam. These are moral people. They think that I am ordinary person. Now see, many people think Who says Krishna is God? And Krishna is saying, who says this thing, who are they? They are foolish people, Mula. Srila Gurudev has spoken very nice thing on this point. I am reading in Hindi. I will explain it. Please try to understand. श्री कृष्ण संपूर्ण विष्णु तत्व के मूल है। विष्णु तत्व समझते हो? भगवान ने जितने भी अवतार लिए वो विष्णु तत्व है। जैसे नरसिंह भगवान, वराह भगवान, जितने भी अवतार हैं वो सब क्या कहलाते हैं? विष्णु तत्व। वो विष्णु तत्व यानी स्वयं विष्णु भी उसके मूल है, फाउंटेन हेड है। मीन्स कृष्णा इज द फाउंटेन हेड ऑफ ऑल द इनकार्नेशंस, दे आर नोन एज विष्णु तत्व। उपनिषद में जो निर्विशेष ब्रह्म बतलाया गया है वो भी इन्हीं की अंग की ज्योति है। दैट formless attribute of Krishna is his effulgence coming from him. जगत व्यापी परमात्मा उनके अंश हैं। And the Supreme is sitting in the heart of each and every person in the form of Paramatma. Many people say, why to go to temple? God is in you. भगवान तो तुम्हारे अंदर है, मंदिर जाने की क्या जरूरत है? लेकिन जो भगवान हमारे अंदर है, जिसे हम परमात्मा कहते हैं, वो कृष्ण स्वयं नहीं है। कृष्ण तो मंदिर में या गोलोक वृंदावन में मिलेंगे। हमारे अंदर कृष्ण का एक अंश है जिसे परमात्मा कहते हैं। The Lord in our heart is known as Paramatma. He is a fractional part of the Supreme. He is not Supreme Personal Krishna. It is a fractional part of Supreme. Vaikuntapati Narayan उनके स्वांश विलास रूप हैं। Even Narayan who lives in Vaikuntha is his expansion only. Expansion of Krishna. श्री कृष्ण ही समस्त अवतारों के मूल अवतारी सर्वे सर्वेश्वर एवं परात्पर वस्तु हैं। He is fountainhead of all the incarnation. सर्वभूत महेश्वर, निखिल जगत के एकमात्र स्वामी, सत्य संकल्प, सर्वज्ञ, सर्वशक्तिमान, महाकारुणिक श्री कृष्ण का दर्शन करके मूढ़ लोग समझ नहीं पाते हैं और उनको साधारण मनुष्य समझते हैं। He is सर्वेश्वर। सर्वेश्वर means he is controller and Ishwar of all the other Ishwars. There are many Ishwars. Ishwar means Malik, honor. There are many honors. Indra is Ishwar of heavenly planet. Brahma is Ishwar of this Brahman. And Shivji is also known as Maheshwar or Mahadev. But he is Ishwar of all the Ishwars. Krishna. But ordinary people who do not understand him, they take him as a human being. मूढ़ लोग यशोदा नंदन श्री कृष्ण को साधारण लोगों की भांति प्रकट और मरणशील मानते हैं। Not only this, many people think that this Krishna is ordinary person. He is human being. He took birth and he will die. And he died. They said he died. I have many discussions in India. They say now Krishna is gone. He died. Now again another God will come. You can become God. He can become God. Such a wrong conception. If you go to Dwarka in India, they will say Krishna died and he was his burial functions was done on this place. There is a place they will show he was buried, not buried, what do you call it? Cremated over there. He was cremated over there. But Srimad Bhagavatam says that he went away from this universe along with his body. He went away. He was never died. He was never cremated. Who says he died? Mura. Mura means whenever you think here fool, you should add that one person also. Which fool? उनके देह को में एक आत्मा की कल्पना करते हैं, उस आत्मा को परमात्मा कहते हैं, ऐसा समझने वाले मूढ़ हैं। So those people who think Krishna is ordinary person, what will happen to them? They are foolish, okay. They don't accept that Krishna is supreme, okay. But what will happen to them? They think that they will be rescued. Will they be? A child came to his teacher. Madam, do you also give punishment for an activity which I have not done? For some activity which I have not done? No, I cannot give such punishment to you. For an activity which you have not done, I cannot give you punishment. Okay, madam, then I have not done my homework. Don't punish me. Because you said, I will not punish for the activity which I have not done. Okay, very good. Then I have not done my homework. Now he is thinking, I will be free from my activity of not doing homework. So, Krishna is saying here very clearly, those who do not think that he is supreme, moga asha, moga karmano, moga jnana vichetisa, rakshasim asurim cha eva prakritim mohini shrita. The hopes of such bewildered persons for liberation. If such person wants liberation, that hope. If any person wants material gain, his desire of material gain and the culture of knowledge all goes in vain. His endeavor, his efforts to cultivate knowledge, to gain material gain, to go get liberation, all will go in vain. Means whatever effort he will perform in this material world, they will go in. Remember this thing. If you think Krishna is supreme and you just remember him, and then whatever you do in this material world, you will get success. Because of this notion, this notion, having conception in your heart that Krishna is supreme, eternal. Otherwise everything will go in vain. Thus, with their mind discarded, distracted. When they discard means their mind gets distracted, they adopt the nature of deluded, ignorant and passionate asura. What is asura? Demon. They become demon. So, those who do not accept Krishna as supreme, they become demon. Very clearly stated here. महात्मानस्तु माम पार्थ देवीं प्रकृतिम् आश्रिता भजन्ति अनन्ये मनसा ज्ञात्वा भूत आदिम अव्ययम्. And on the contrary, if a person who thinks that I am supreme, he is Mahatma. Now, if you have to surrender to a person as Mahatma, Krishna is giving you the clue. Who is Mahatma? Any person who is wearing saffron cloth and putting some tilak like this or red tilak or black tilak is not Mahatma. Who is Mahatma? He is giving Mahatmanastu Mama Partha Devim Prakritim Ashritam. They are Mahatma who accept me as Supreme Personality of God, that I am Krishna. And I have two potency. One potency which is creating this material world, that is external potency, and one potency which is within me, that is internal potency, that is my Devi Prakriti, means Radharani. The one who takes the shelter of my Devi Prakriti, means Radha Rani, that means that person is, who is it? Mahatma. Mahatma nastu mam partha devim prakriti ashita. They are Mahatma who take shelter of my Devi. भजंती अनन्य मनसा, सच महात्मा लोग जो कि राधा रानी का आश्रय लेते हैं, मेरी देवी प्रकृति का आश्रय लेते हैं, वो मेरा भजन करते हैं। अनन्य मनसा, अनन्य मनसा मीन्स Ananya means without doing anyone else. They will not surrender to any demigod, they will not surrender to any other thing. They only do my bhajan. And what does it mean by bhajan? Bhajan means, apparently it says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is chanting the name of Lord, but in fact bhajan means a feeling to serve Him. When we chant, we should feel we are serving Him. We are standing in front of Lord, we feel that we should serve Him. We have a serving attitude. Serving attitude for Krishna is bhajan. Please understand this point. When we sing, we are serving Him. When we dance, we are serving Him. When we are eating His prasad, still we are serving Him. This serving attitude is very essential. That is bhajan. And bhajan means only Him. Bhajanti ananya manasa gyatva bhut adim avyam. They will think that I am the Supreme Person, I am the cause of all causes. Those who understand this thing, they are known as Mahatma. They are Mahatma. Those who do not believe in Krishna, those who do not believe that He is Supreme, he may be celibate, he may be sannyasi, he may be very elevated type of person. He may be only drinking milk in his whole life, but he is not Mahatma. Who is Mahatma? Mahatma is, he may be grasti, he may be a student, he may be any person, but he believes Krishna is Supreme and he wants to serve Him. He has attitude to serve Him. How to serve? How should we do practically? Now, in this chapter, Krishna is telling us how to become practical about these things. Satatam kirtiyanto mam yatnasya dhruvrata namasyantacha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upaste. Satatam kirtiyanto mam. Satatam is continuously. One who does kirtan continuously. Constantly chanting the glories of my name. My qualities, my form and pastime. Today in the morning we are talking about what is pastime. Talking about Krishna and whatever activities He is performing, that is pastime. And whatever stories we have in this world, that is time pass. In material world, we do time pass. And in spiritual world, there is pastime. We should try to understand this point. Yes, today morning we did it. Endeavoring with determined vows and offering obeisances with devotion, they engage in my worship, remaining always connected with me. This is the important. When we see any movie, we see their hero, we see their story, but seeing a movie is time pass. Because we are not connected to that story, neither we are connected to the hero of that story. But when we hear the pastime of Krishna, then we are connected to this personality. He is not a third person, he is my person. So, hearing his katha is pastime. We have to get connected with him, we have to serve him. So, this attitude we have to perform, then we will become Mahatma. So, the activity we have to do, Kirtan Satatam Kirtanyantu Jatanascha Dridhavrata. It's sometimes we may fail to do it, again try it. Jatanascha means make our endeavor to do it. Just as sometimes if because of accident we have put some plastic in our hand and then our elbow becomes stiff, we endeavor by our exercise to let it come to its own constitutional position. Similarly, we have to make endeavor to do his bhajan. Satatam kirtyanam yatanascha dridhavrata namasanta. Pay obeisance. Many people come here. I see, Delhi also. They come, oh, very beautiful Lord. They see Lord. They close their hands also. But no, bow down. That is very essential. Bowing down is very essential. When whatever the sins we have on our head, it will fall down. It's like today Radha Rani was having picture on her head. The whole day she was having picture on her head, but now our Pujari, he has put that picture down. You can see that picture. So, picture of sins is on our head. When we go down in front of Krishna, then that picture will boom, it will break. So the time is over, and we have to just connect ourselves with Him and worship Him in serving attitude. That is known as bhajan. We should do His bhajan, then we are Mahatma. If we do not do this thing, then we are Muda. So let us become Mahatma from Muda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama.
Please give a big hand to Sripad Ramchandra.